And that's assuming that it is the correct resolution. I wonder if I did that right. Testing? I guess I could crack it open on YouTube.
Welcome to the party.
Hello.
Does the stream look... Is anyone watching it? Does it look extra wide?
I'm not watching it.
There you go.
It does not appear to be extra wide. Looks right. Cool. I don't know if my audio's working. Test? Cool. Yep, there I am. I don't know if my audio's working. Test? Cool. Yep. I don't know if my audio's working. Okay, go away, internet. Can you hear the small child screaming in the background that he needs to go potty?
Just like,
Barely.
just a little bit.
Okay, he doesn't. He's a liar.
He's doing anything that he can to get you to come to him, right?
Oh, he's trying to do anything he can to not go to bed.
Right.
Well, it's so close to Christmas.
Right.
Well, he's been... God, the whole weekend was ruined because it was his birthday weekend. He got to stay up a little later. He was at his grandparents' house. And he doesn't like to nap half the time anymore. It's a whole thing. So, while we're waiting on D, and I cannot remember his name all of a sudden.
Jeff?
Jeff. Oh, God. Yeah, it's a long day. I'll be right back.
All right. All right, so we get to see what everybody wants to do tonight. I can't wait for everybody to go in the opposite direction for everything that I have planned.
Well, I hope somebody's figured out what they want to do.
I'm pretty sure that Sean will probably push you guys to go into the forest. But you don't have to if you don't want to.
Oh.
There are dangerous things in the forest, apparently. I'm sure Sean will be able to regale you on that information once we start. In fact, I should probably load in a couple of maps.
Why can I not find? I was trying to find the stream to see.
Might be... Well, he used to do it on Twitch, but he might do it on YouTube now. But I think it's the same like username either way. It's like Team Hypnocat.
Is it all one word?
All one word.
I thought I followed him, and now I can't seem to find it.
What are we looking for?
Your YouTube?
It is LOLDRG87 or
Oh,
Team
okay.
Hypnocat.
Here it is.
Oh, hashtag.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found it.
There I am. I can hear myself being beautiful.
All right, there you go.
This is not bad. I like this.
I'm going to load in a couple of extra maps just because I'm sure you guys will go in ways that I am not ready for.
You know exactly where I want to go.
I know exactly where you want to go. But will the party go with you?
Well, that's fair, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna make.
Not to say that it won't happen.
I'm gonna make this token. The default token for her?
Sure.
I don't know how to do that.
Click on her, open the character sheet up, edit, and then click on Make Default Token.
I'm not seeing that for NPCs.
I can probably do it. Hang on. Let me go back to the
Yeah,
map you
it's
guys are
definitely
at.
a GM thing. I'm not a GM right
Okay.
now.
Which one are you? This one right here? You trying to do her?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, let us. And that is for. What's her name?
Tabitha Portsmouth. I put all the player characters into a folder.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, you totally did. All right, character sheet. Let's see. Edit. We are going to use selected token. Save changes. All right, so she may not have it in the sidebar here, but she has the token.
I'll
So
just
that's
rejoin as the GM, or
Sure.
as a GM, and I'll do an adjustment. I was
well,
like,
you're
why
gonna see
do
all the fun stuff.
Yeah, I don't look at the fun stuff. Also, you should make a folder.
I should, shouldn't I? Folder, fun stuff.
Doing my best not to look.
How do you add it to folders though?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
What are you wearing, Brett?
What am I wearing?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's a lace deal that I got.
The panties.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
I
Thank
don't
you.
understand how to add stuff to folders.
It's a good
You
choice.
have to create a folder.
I have created a folder.
You have to drag and drop into the folder, but it's weird.
Yeah, I'm like dragging over it and it highlights and I drop it, but then it
Yeah,
doesn't
like,
actually.
You gotta do below where it looks like it's to the right a little bit.
Well, since we're waiting on D, that gives me the perfect opportunity to change this baby. Because
Into what?
he smells like shit.
That's what they do.
Come on, Poopy.
See,
He doesn't like that.
Now he's offended. You did this.
I've insulted him.
Oh, I see how you have to do it. You actually, it's weird. If you click anywhere except other than on the 3 bars that appear, you can't actually drag and drop it.
It's not intuitive at all, is it?
No, that is not. That is very terrible.
Brought to you in part by Roll20. Let's see. Window capture. Chrome camera 4.
And you have to drag it like halfway through the sidebar too, because unless it goes over that 50% mark, it still drops outside of the folder. So
Mm-hmm.
no good.
I guess Scott, you should be in the middle down there. I love that I can make adjustments to the stream midstream.
Guess. Okay, she said be there in 5 about 3 minutes ago.
Oh.
I went to a white elephant party yesterday, and I walked out with this little guy.
What
This
word
little
is that?
guy's
Like
really
the
cool.
lava lamp?
It's not a lava lamp. It's a tornado lamp.
Excellent.
Ah.
Oh, that's neat.
And it changes
Ooh.
colors. It's like a $10 gift, but it's so freaking cool.
We're doing our white elephant gift with my wife's in-laws tomorrow.
That was with my basically all the family on my dad's side. So.
And me and Anna got 2 amazing gifts that I picked out. I'm excited about them.
What are they?
You know those shotguns that you use to shoot bugs that you load with salt?
Yeah. One of those.
One of those. And do you know what an ollie is?
An ollie. Other than a skateboard trick, no.
Like it's like a little robot with wheels, big wheels on the sides.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
Like, do you know what Sphero is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, okay, Brett knows. It's basically a little robot you can control with your phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, that sounds neat. I think I've seen stuff like that before.
And I'm gunning for my own gifts.
So, I was originally going to do yesterday, because it was yesterday at 1 o'clock we went over there. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get something that I know everybody will fight over. And I was just going to buy 2 $10 bottles of liquor. And and put it in. But I drove to the liquor store. I drove to Sherlock's, and it's like they don't open until almost 1 on Sunday.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I was just like, screw it. So I just went and I picked up some other stuff, which apparently, like, they were the 2 most fought for items.
Winning, then.
It was a puzzle, and it was a Blu-ray of the Planet Earth Complete series.
And they were fought over?
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
What kind of a puzzle?
My dad and my uncle, his brother, love doing puzzles, so it was kind of a back and forth between them.
Gotcha.
The puzzle was a picture of the continental United States, but each state was represented in its, like, the shape of its state with the license plate of the state. I figured it was a very kind of, it appeals to anybody, you know, like
Sure, anyone that likes puzzles.
yeah,
It was a jigsaw puzzle.
yeah. But I was just like, okay, because I just kind of picked the puzzle up on a whim. Oh, right. I need to upload a couple of maps. The problem is I have to count out the squares on these so I can make it the right size.
My wife's asking for permission to watch Witcher, and oh. I don't know what that is.
You don't know if that's a good idea?
She's watching some Netflix Ryan Reynolds movie?
Hey, sorry, I'm here.
What's up? What's up?
Alright.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
We got you.
Window capture. Chrome camera. 6, 5. 5?
Okay, now I can hear everybody. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yay.
We can see you too. Welcome
Hey,
to
look
the
at that.
stream.
I had turned the camera off last session right while I was getting changed, so I had to turn it back on.
Okay.
Jeff, you play with a toddler more than you play the game. Are you? Can you focus? Can you focus?
Yes,
with
I'm
the baby?
focused. Yeah, here.
Somebody's got a dog. It's not me. Not it.
It is an
That
animal.
would be mine.
Oh boy.
They sound like murderous hounds from the hellscape.
That's really cute.
What's happened is someone is having fun outside and they're not having it.
Can you take that? Okay.
So are we ready to go then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. All right. Well, Last time, the party went to Daggerford after much hubbub about dragons. And when they appeared, the party ran into a bunch of ancient dragons, and Yolanda ran into the raining fire upon the governor's manor, where Davril was trying to stop the meteor swarm from taking Daggerford. The party was whisked away by Armin back to home base at the Moonglove Tavern in
Actually, the church.
So the church, yeah, that was your home base church. So
Can we make the tavern a church?
the tavern is now your personal church.
Did
Alright.
we hearth back?
You hearthed back
Basically.
basically. So
Good.
I believe Dee had something she was gonna do.
Oh, I thought you were running it.
Oh no, I mean if you want to do it, it doesn't have to be long. It can be what you need.
Okay, I just didn't prepare what to say at all because you said you were going to do it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I said I can give you what you need. You can run it.
You said. Oh, I read it backwards. I thought you were saying, do you want me to run that small portion of it? Shit. Okay. Think I'll fly. Okay, so last you saw was Yolanda going towards the black dragons, screaming, "Take myself to sacrifice. I sacrifice myself to Tiamat."
Hooray, yeah, there's all the dragons. Everybody else is gone.
And the meteors start coming by.
She was screaming, Allah, Allah.
Let's not be racist.
That's not being
Let's
racist.
not be religious.
That's not being religious. That's what she was screaming. She literally was screaming, Allah, Allah.
Yeah.
All right,
This
all
is how
right.
we get
Speeding
banned.
along. Speeding along. So, as she approaches the dragon, some dark storm clouds form over her head, and a great wind starts blowing, conveniently blowing something into her, knocking Yolanda out into the ground before she can actually reach the dragons. Her body starts to levitate from the ground, and a bolt of lightning warps her from the town into the chapel, church, wherever y'all got zoomed to.
Zoom. Back to yeah. Well, I don't have a map for the church, so
Zip de zoom.
zippity zoo. Back to the town.
Did
Back
we
to the
arrive at the
town.
town at the same time?
No,
It's all kind of it didn't just for the sake of story flow, what you were doing, Sean, is what was happening to Yolanda at the same time.
Sure.
in front of you appears a man that kind of looks like hot pirate Santa Claus. Posted a picture in Discord. With my
Shit, I love it.
unconscious.
I like it. He's like, I like it.
Is this the
When-
boyfriend?
This is the boyfriend.
His name is Nick Saint.
With my lifeless body floating on the winds in front of him. A deep, booming voice shoots out from him that I can't do, so you'll just have to pretend. Who is responsible for this? Who let her run wild?
And y'all, this appears in front of the party?
Yes.
I only just met her. Who you?
From what I gather, you all just met her. It takes what? A few months and she turns pure evil? How did this happen? I need explanations.
Who's been around longer than me? Because I've been dead.
I think at this point, Sir Eastavold is like the longest team member.
Yes, Sir Eastavold knows the whole story. The whole thing.
All
Do
of
you
it.
care to enlighten me?
Well, there was this deck of many things,
Oh God.
and
Oh,
Well-
me.
one thing led to another, and actually, do we even know that she's evil? We still
We had
you
no
know.
idea.
No.
No, him saying that's the first you've heard of it.
And so when you say pure evil, define pure evil.
I mean, she's got evil in her core of herself. She used to be full of light and brightness and good and helping others, and all I can feel now is this dark evilness inside of her.
All right, so I'm gonna Easterval's gonna say, hold on a second, and use divine sense on her. What does Easterval find? Is she radiating evil? Is it oozing out of her like a open sore?
It smells of death and decay.
No.
She reeks of evil,
Yes, you can feel just evil coming out of her pores.
emanating from every
Yes.
orifice.
But it feels conflicted too, because it doesn't feel like her natural self. I don't know how you can tell that, but you can. It just feels out of place. Like it shouldn't be there.
Like an evil curse? I could do curses. That's my thing.
Child, you can't take the word of a god. When I tell you she's evil, you should believe me.
Sir
But
Easterval says,
we have magic that fixes things.
Unfortunately, magic can't fix this. The battle has to go on within inside of her.
How does it like fix this?
Sir Easterval says, by the gods, how did I not notice this?
By the gods, by me! I'm right in front of you. I can nudge her back to the light, but the rest she'll have to do on her own.
What if she died and came back?
No! Don't play with death!
The party advances on.
If she dies on your watch, I'm holding you personally responsible. And you, I mean specifically at this point.
That does not seem fair at all.
I can't keep her on a leash. She's too wild for that. But
So
you can help her along her journey.
Who are you again?
You ignorant child, I'm Valakor, god of thunder and sailors.
Oh, I used to know thunder magic.
Oh.
Oh, look at me.
Sir Easterval drops to one knee.
There's no time for all of that. Get up.
Armin
grovels.
specifically does not. I'm not impressed with thunder. I ditched that magic for a reason.
Thunder, lightning, and waves and weather.
So you're like Aquaman.
I don't talk to fish. I help
Maybe-
sailors catch fish.
Maybe you should.
Don't talk to me. I'm going to leave her in your keep again.
That's a bad idea.
Why?
Well, let's see. I've died and come back. We lost our mage.
Wizard.
Istaval apparently doesn't know the difference between good and evil.
Somehow, the several times I've cast Detect Evil, it hasn't popped up. Although I don't think I've cast Detect Evil very many times since she became evil, to be fair.
You've only done it like once, and you were already surrounded by evilness.
Yeah, so it's not like it was kind of under the radar. You were masked by greater evil.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if she is pure evil, how should we keep a leash on her?
Not pure.
Sorry,
She's like-
chaotic.
She's not. I
She's
don't
like a
think that's
90-10
word
split.
Look, her soul is still good. The core of her, who she is still in there. She's been fighting it. I can tell from inside of her that this isn't what she wants to be. She just needs to be nudged along the right path. Through small good deeds, she'll remember who she is. And that's why I'm leaving her with you. You're the only connection she has. Not you, because you apparently just showed up. Esteval, apparently you are the only connection she has to who she used to be.
Istaval, is your god okay with you working with another god?
Of course.
He's
Okay.
not really working with me. It's more of trying to avoid his wrath.
So this thunder god we're referring to here, Nick Saint, is he an evil god? A neutral god? Like what
No,
kind of
he's-
what?
He's good.
Oh well, yeah. Then he has no problem with it. Yeah, Torm is more than willing to work with other Deities for the greater good.
He's chaotic good, but he's good.
Hey, good is good.
I'll be back to check up on her. She'll awaken soon. And then there's a flash of lightning and he disappears.
Is he gonna be back when she wakes up? Or just like...
No.
Sir Easterval is going to abase himself in the dirt. He's going to roll around in the dirt. He's wearing sackcloth.
I'm gonna drag him back to his feet and yell, "How the fuck did you miss the evil part of her?"
He's still gnashing his teeth. It's going to take a few minutes.
You're not gonna have any teeth in a minute, bud. Is this
That's what you do, right?
Scott? Is this before or after Edwin?
I guess we could say this happened before, and then
I just need to know.
you can go off. You've gone off and done your thing. So
Somebody with money, and I look at Hafen. Go put her in a room. You are my source of income right now.
Go put her in a room.
Go put her in an inn in front of some alcohol, and maybe that'll fix her.
So a guy told you to take care of her and nudge her back to goodness, so you toss her into an inn and say, give her some liquor?
I mean,
Yeah, that's probably not the best plan.
is it the worst
You remember
plan?
Yolanda didn't really drink before this.
Did she not?
No, she drank like maybe a beer.
Hafen will take Yolanda, I guess, back to this church. Wasn't there a priest there or something?
Yeah, there's a high priest and a couple of acolytes at the church of
All right.
tomorrow.
I'll
The
follow.
temple of tomorrow.
I'm going to take Yolanda there
Mm-hmm.
and explain the situation to the people at the church and see what they can advise.
The high priest sees you carrying obviously a monk. They can tell. They know, and they ask, what has happened?
Apparently, some sort of supernatural forces caused her soul to become evil. This is not her true character, and we've been challenged with a mysterious pirate-looking god to make her good again.
Ah, you must speak of Valkur.
Sure. And white hair, beard, has
Oh,
a habit
takes
of
on
dropping
many
presents
forms.
around places.
Oh yeah, there we go.
The priest raises an eyebrow at you. Maybe?
Okay, I think you're probably right. You know more about this. This is not my world. But if there's anything you can do to help me, or help her, actually.
The priest lays a hand upon Yolanda's limp body and does a little chant, and she is enveloped in a soft light before she awakens. Yolanda is returned to us. Or they don't even
when this happens.
They don't know her name, but she is returned to us.
Are we all at the church when this happens?
If you went with Hafen to the church.
I did.
Sure. I feel like I could have done this.
Is that the pit?
I thought you were running off. That's why I took her.
Yolanda's eyes crack open. She looks at you with bright wonder, and he goes, "What the fuck? How did I get here?"
Appropriate.
So
I think the priests and the acolytes kind of look a little surprised at the language.
The outburst.
The outburst, yeah.
I look at them and say, "See, I told you she was evil."
I've talked like this before. Fuck you.
I've only just met you.
The high priest says, "It seems, child, that you have been tasked with with quite a monumentous favor from your god."
My god? Or his god?
The one your friend here told me about. Valkur.
Valkyr's not a god. Valkyr's my boyfriend. He's just a sailor man.
Nick Saint.
The priests and the acolytes look at each other before looking back at the party. If that's how you see yourself in the eyes of Valkyr, then by no means are we ones to interject.
No, really. I just go around with. We go like on ship rides and stuff. I don't worship Valkyr.
What's your religion at?
Are you burying his child?
Like, am I
Is that what all the
right?
craziness was about?
I have a different god that I actually worship.
Who do you worship?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Is it the god of punching things?
It's like the basic human god.
Or is it Tiamat?
Jet
No,
Li,
it's not too much.
I thought it was.
Jackie Chan.
I can't remember which god it is.
Well, when you remember, let us
I will.
know.
The
Well,
acolyte
this
says.
guy would kind of made it clear he was a god too.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yeah.
god.
So how long have you been evil?
What?
How long have you been evil?
What?
Okay.
You're busted.
I cast Zone of Truth.
You-
I cast Zone of Truth.
I
On
don't
the-
know
on
if
the
she
church.
realized.
She
I
cast-
mean,
Do it.
I don't.
I don't.
Zone
get
of
to,
Truth.
I don't get to use dumb spells very often.
Whoa.
What
What's
the hell
up
is
with...
Zone of Truth?
I create a magical zone that guards against deception on a 15-foot radius and around point of my choice. The point of my choice is Yolanda.
So, all right. I mean, Yolanda, you got to tell the truth.
She has to
Well-
fail or she has to
Okay, so
pass
she
a
has to make
charisma
you.
saving throw.
Okay, so she has to make a charisma check against Armin.
And not just her, everyone that's in 15 feet of her.
Oh, well,
Oh no.
she's the only one talking so far, so she's the only one that has to roll.
I'll roll too. I don't mind.
I'll roll.
Bam.
Pretty
She
sure I was-
critically fails her charisma check, so she blurts the truth.
Jeff,
I
you,
have to tell you everything.
Jeff,
Everything.
you're obviously going to tell the truth now
By default.
by default. Hafen, are you allowed to lie? You're allowed to lie.
Hafen's allowed to say whatever Hafen wants.
All right.
So how long have you been evil?
Okay. So what happened was,
What happened was.
Here's the story.
you remember that deck of many things?
No, I was dead.
Oh, yeah, you weren't there.
Sir Easterval is the only one I think that was around for that. Wait,
I-
was a 2, I believe.
I
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
he
I
was
was at
the
the-
cards.
was this
Yeah.
after we came out of his head?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then yes, I was there.
That's the reason we went in.
But I was very new. I didn't
Okay,
know-
so
You
for all,
had no
intents
idea.
for all intents and purposes, this most relates to Sir Easterval.
Yes, I remember the whole thing.
Okay. Well, okay, so I pulled the first card, and I felt really strong. It felt good. And, I went going, and I pulled the second card, and I lost all my magic shit, and that bummed me out. But, whatever. And I pulled the third card, and next thing I knew, I wanted to kill everyone and wreak havoc. So,
You were filled with murderous impulses,
way more than that, yeah.
debased thoughts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so much debasing.
The debasement was so much.
I debased like 3 times a day.
Sir Easterval sheds a tear. You poor girl.
Oh, by the way, I took over Daggerford
What?
when y'all weren't looking.
What?
What?
As far as we know, it's not there anymore, to be honest, guys.
Well,
Yeah.
as far as everybody is aware, she's telling the truth. She's telling the truth.
Everyone thinks it's gone, and Armin states specifically, we watch
Well,
meteors
you guys
coming
don't-
down. So,
The rest of the party doesn't know. She's telling what she knows to be the truth.
yes.
So what happened was, as they sent us out to that troll thing, I went and snuck off and talked to the kobolds and formed a coalition. And then while y'all were asleep, I went up there and I met up with the kobolds, and I tried to kill the governor. He got away. I killed a lot of other people though, and then dragons started showing up, and that wasn't me. I think that was related to the kobolds, but I was planning on doing that anyway. And then I came back, and then y'all went to Daggerford, and it all went to hell.
Well,
Man, it feels good getting that off my chest.
So
Do we need to tie
you're
you up?
responsible for all of those dragons that we just saw.
A little bit.
Hmm.
Do we need to tie you up?
Scott,
You have to
Scott,
answer
am I
truthfully.
Scott, am I fixed or not? I'm a little lost here.
What's
am I,
up?
like, am I like totally fixed or not at this point?
You're you've kind of you've kind of tilted back towards
Okay.
being
so I'm
good.
like sort of neutral now.
You're sort of leaning neutral, but you're not quite there yet. Like Valkyr said, you need to do a couple of good deeds, and you will be returned to your lawful good status.
Does
Okay.
she want to be lawful
She
good?
at this point she wants it, but she still feels those kind of like primal urges to kill that she's
Yeah.
fighting off.
I probably won't kill you guys. You probably shouldn't leave me alone with any villagers yet. There's something about them. They're like sheep.
They're just easy to
Yeah,
just
there's
off.
something wrong with you.
It's like
Primal.
it's like they don't have real players behind them controlling their actions. They just kind of mindlessly walk. So it feels like
That
it's
is some
easy
Fourth
targets.
wall shit right there.
primal.
All right,
urges
so
to kill.
almost everybody's up to speed. So Sean,
Are we fast forwarding?
we're fast forwarding now.
Fast forwarding. So, me and Edwin just walk into the bar. And I'm assuming that's where everyone is. Is that fair?
Well, yeah, we're gonna say that. After all that, everybody retires to the tavern. For the evening, basically. After the very intense events that have happened over the last day, everybody's in the tavern. You've still got everybody that was there from last time. The innkeeper, there's a dwarven person there now. The same merchants there. You've got the two drunkards still kind of arguing about what's going on down south at Dragonspear. But for the most part,
Okay, well, I walk in with
Get some.
oh yeah,
Sweet.
the loud music. Can we turn it down like 10%? I think 10%
10%.
might be the best
Is that-
volume for that.
That's perfect for
good?
me.
All right. I bring this ranger in that I've hired, and I say, "Party, I found us a guide.
Say
He's gonna
what?
lead us to that changeling who caused all these problems,
Ah, Lithandar.
and we can then deal with the changeling." All right. No
Changeling,
one
that
seems to
sounds
oppose,
so
so let's go.
Sir
Wait,
Eastfall is
hold
a-
on. This ranger is going to lead us where now?
He's gonna lead us to the changeling.
And the changeling is
The guy
somewhere
who
I'm supposed to know, correct?
you met him.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
he kind of.
the whole party met him because he was pretending to be me.
Ah,
He sent all of my family members off into the troll woods to die.
Yeah, that guy.
well, let's go get him.
He also has some goods that we can recover.
Like his flesh.
Yes, that too.
Doppelganger flesh.
Changeling skin makes for a very good camouflage cloak.
I
That
know
sounds
you,
like
I
you're
know you
making
want
that
to
up.
skin him
I'll
alive.
go with it.
Here's what East of All would say if he had become evil instead of Yolanda.
So let's go get him. Let's go get this guy right now. This guy charges by the day. Let's go.
Can we negotiate?
Wait a
his
second.
rate?
He charges. Let's back that train up. How are you paying him?
I
So,
offered him.
Edwin, the ranger, Edwin interjects. I charge by the day and by the assistance in combat. For every time I assist my patron here in combat, I charge a nominal fee.
And
That's
who's
for
your
ra-
patron?
that's for
Armin.
ranged support, correct?
So you got this,
Alright,
Armin?
in combat, I can't afford for him to fight for us.
I
We're
will
gonna
chip
let.
in.
I'm just.
We've already made a bargain.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
chip
you-
in.
We've
Armin,
already made a
Armin's got
bargain.
him covered.
We've already
Armin's
made a
got him
bargain.
covered.
Do not spend anything else on this coward that we don't need to.
All right. Well, let's go. I'm fine with that.
Right on.
Are we gonna revert at any point back to the original plan where we were gonna turn Yolanda out here in the tavern?
We're not going to turn her out to anything. Somebody
I
needs
think
to
she
be
should
watching
stay
her
with
all the
us
time.
now that she's awake.
So
she
we're not
probably
okay.
needs to be as close to
It's
us
like
and under
she
watch.
has a supervisor at all times.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
okay.
somebody should keep an eye on her while we're
I don't
adventuring.
know. I like the idea of some free time.
No,
Let's
I
all
don't
take.
think that's a good idea.
You know what? I think we all, like, out of character. I think we all decided to watch rotation for her,
If that's what you
Okay.
want to do.
and it's currently Haven's turn.
All right. Okay. Sure.
Hey, buddy.
I just mutter under my breath. I'm not very happy about the dragon thing. Internalizing my
Hey,
thought process.
that
here.
was impressive. You gotta admit. I did more in one evening than y'all have done, like, adventuring. Well, I don't know how long you've been adventuring. What?
She did a whole gang of dragons.
Hafen is remembering that Armin is the one who would be held accountable if something were to happen to Yolanda.
Fly by the seat of my pants.
That's right.
I have more important things to deal with than some Aquaman god.
Look,
Okay,
I know
so-
he's hot, but you don't have to call him a god all the time.
Sorry, Captain
So,
Sparrow or whatever.
Nick Saint.
Nick Saint. Let's go kill a changeling.
Let's
Okay.
go do that.
Right, let's do it.
What about this dwarf? Did we talk to him?
He
Is there
wants to come
anybody
too.
else?
You can talk if you want.
I'm just gonna before we leave. I'm just gonna shamble over and say, "What's your story, friend?"
This is straight up RPG.
The dwarf looks over and he starts drunkenly mumbling in Dwarven.
Sir Eastball does not speak Dwarven, so he coughs and says, "Well, just kidding." Okay.
So the party is going to pursue the changeling that Edwin says that the Rangers Guild has seen heading northwards in the Misty Forest. Correct?
Yes.
All right.
Is this after a day of rest?
one can if you want to take the time, you can take the time.
I mean, we've been loitering in the town. I would assume that it's been fairly restful.
At least a short rest has happened if at this point. But if you want to make it a long rest, you always
I mean,
can too.
Did we stay a night
let
after?
me-
Like, I assumed we stayed a night after we after I went and talked to Edwin. I mean, I talked to Edwin after we had stayed a night.
Okay, we
Is
can
that what I
fair,
thought?
we can fairly assume that. Yes.
Okay.
I won't be too much of a stickler for time unless it is pressing. But in this case, you know. So, all right. So everybody heads. You know, Edwin leads the party northwards out of, as I like to call it, just Elf Town, because I always forget the name. Kier and Thar. So, you take the northern path out, and as you lead out of the path, you come upon a crossroads. Now, I didn't place your characters because last session, every time I placed a character token, nobody could control them. Sean, can you move? Okay, can you move the one I just placed?
Nope.
I don't understand why. It says you have control.
I can control mine. All right, we're at a crossroads. Ranger, do your job.
So we got Edwin out here. Our elven ranger. Who says the last time that we saw him, he was heading to the northeast. There are two paths here. One is basically a more direct route. It's a little more dangerous. And then our eastern route here is a little more scenic and takes time, but it is safer. Which way would you like to go?
How much quicker are we talking here?
It's about... It would save you half a day.
Half a day.
How long is this trip?
It's a very big forest. And I can only take you to where we last saw him.
Okay, so I'm of the opinion that you are the expert here, Mr. Ranger, and you should decide what you think would be the best course of action.
Yeah,
Like
he
I
is our
said,
guide.
it is more dangerous if we go north, but it is safer if we go east.
I'm not super concerned about danger. Is anyone else concerned about danger?
What kind of dangers are we talking? Are we talking like basilisks and shit that are going to turn us into stone? Are we talking death, immediate dismemberment, or is it just like bands of goblins? We can handle goblins.
Well, if you think you can handle bands of goblins, we can go that way.
Is that the north?
That is to the north.
I speak
Goblins, you say?
Ooh, you said northeast is faster,
Yeah.
Northeast is faster, so to the path to the right.
but to the north is goblins.
To the north may potentially be goblins or other creatures,
I need
kobolds,
a
stuff
more
like
than
that.
I may be potentially, Mr.
Let's
Ranger.
go the
Well,
fast
like-
way.
Is
like-
this your
like I
forest or
said.
not?
We keep tabs on the forest. Things change on a daily basis. We may run into something, we may not.
Like, I feel like we could talk to some goblins.
Give us a rough layout of what could potentially be ahead. You don't have to tell us exactly. I understand that you don't know right off.
What do you
There
typically
have-
see?
There have been said kobolds, goblins. I've even seen the hag or two. I've seen a coven before.
How about owl bears?
Regular bears, but no owl bears.
Okay, then we're good. We're good to go. Dangerous route.
Dangerous route it
That was
is.
the stuff that was on the easy route, right?
Sir Eastball is down for some bear action.
So as the party moves northwards on the so-called dangerous route,
Bear.
you know, the forest gets a little darker, gets a little more gnarly. You know, roots are kind of coming out of the ground. You can kind of see them just coming in and out of the ground
Careful.
throughout the paths and everything. You know, one would consider all of this to be sort of hazardous.
It's not hazardous to us. We have a guide.
I need to figure out how to place your tokens without so you can control them. Let's try this.
That gives us forest walk, right?
Not quite, right?
Damn.
I like how the tavern music is still playing in the woods.
Oh, is it?
Let's
It
pay
actually-
its travel music.
It totally is. Now we're gonna play.
I hope when you hit play, it's EverQuest like wilderness music.
This is ambient nature sounds brought to you in part by.
Ashran's Call.
Ashern's. Oh, don't even get me started. So you know, forest is a little darker as you move toward into the more dense part of the forest. Edwin tells you that it is time to be wary about your movements. The tree lines are thick, but it is always potential that you can run into something out here with no prior warning.
Yeah, ist of all, stealthy.
Hey, D, if I place this token down, can you move it?
Yeah.
And I guess I'll do it
This is a 2000.
Can you move your character there, Brett?
Yeah.
It's just you for some reason, Sean.
Like,
Let me try again.
I'll
Okay,
just put mine
try
out
try to
there.
move try to
Nope.
move this one.
Can't.
You've got the permissions to move it.
Maybe it's just. I don't know. Just delete it. All right. He's still there though.
Okay, so, what does the party do? You see a path that leads immediately to the east and northwards. It looks like it bends around the trees to the north.
Is that the only path?
That is seemingly the only path that you can see. You can kind of see it through the tree line that it leads north. It wraps around and leads back north and west.
Simple is better for me. Let's roll. Who is? I'm assuming the ranger's leading the way, and I will be behind him. And
I'll cover the rear.
Istval, yeah, you are the loudest.
Yolanda, stay with me.
And actually, maybe Yolanda should be in between the two of us.
Maybe you're gonna stay with Yolanda.
Maybe? Is it my turn? We should roll some dice.
I'd
Is
like
that
to
what you
start off
wanted?
with
Let's have a contest to see who has to watch Yolanda.
All right. Where should we roll?
Charisma. Maybe a charisma
Roll-
save?
could roll the knuckle bones.
I am proficient in dice.
So if you're trying to pull a dice out of your pocket and just roll it, and whoever gets the higher roll on a d6 has to watch her.
Highest roll, did we say?
Or, sorry.
Yeah,
whoever
we
gets-
did say highest roll.
I did say highest Well, that is up between you two.
Istval, go ahead. The rules have already been said. Jeff, I need you to roll a 6 so we can redo this roll.
All right. Yay!
Armin is, for the moment, looking after Yolanda
Alright, Yolanda,
to
you
keep
want
her murderous intent in check.
I'm excellent at this. Yolanda, you want to hang out with me and the ranger? You're like stealthy, right? She's so quiet
Like a field mouse.
because she's muted.
Oh, yeah. I've been
I was like, she's being really quiet.
I was over here telling you that I was humping the ranger this whole time.
That you were what?
You were, that you're what?
Humping the ranger. I was
Humping the
clicking
ranger.
my...
Edwin looks very angry and he's like swatting a hand and she like just stop.
I've been doing this the whole time.
All right, so
You just
what
keep your
order would you
eyes-
like to take on your path?
I think the ranger is in front with
Okay.
Yolanda and Armin right behind him.
Sure.
And Armin's like egging her on because I don't really care for Edwin anyway. And other than that, y'all figure it out.
I'll follow behind.
Okay.
And then
Sir Eastaval.
Sir Istval and his squires.
Yes, the East squad.
The East Squall.
East squad.
Could they be a squall of Istivals?
Sure.
So as the
Wolfpack.
as the party works its way up and around the bend, the brush all around them begins to just kind of shuffle and make a lot of noise, and
Holy shit, twig blights. No.
a whole bunch of kobolds pop out of the bushes around them.
Kobolds.
Kobolds.
That was up here.
Hey guys, do y'all know me?
Hello, well met, friends.
Hello, well met.
Does anyone know Kobold?
Kobold.
And, The kobold closest to Yolanda goes, "You were supposed to be in Daggerford."
Yeah, that got boring.
The kobolds just kind of screech, and everybody should roll for initiative.
They're screeching.
They are screeching.
I'm a fucking rock star over here.
I got a 16.
Why does it say
Dragon.
that's not a feel good name?
No, it's from last time. Did you roll a 0, Sean? You did.
No, I didn't.
It says Sean 1 -1.
I rolled a 2.
You have
Roll
he has a
two.
-1 to initiative.
Oh, I see. For whatever reason, it was just hanging on from last time. So, Hayfin rolled that 6.
There's not a dragon. Thank you.
No, there's not a dragon. And the kobolds roll their initiative. They get a whole 3, so they are at the very, very bottom here.
Can you put me at a 16? Oh wait, can I do it? Oh,
You're at a
sweet.
16?
I did.
You
Yeah,
can
let me
edit
change
your
it.
initiative? Oh, that's nice to know.
I'm gonna start doing that.
Can I edit mine to 20?
I do not have a way to roll initiative for, or do I?
You should.
All right, so Sir Eastafall gets to lead the round off.
What about Peyton and Tabitha?
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
have a way to roll for them. I don't.
You don't?
They have
Oh, wait,
initiative
yep,
on
there
their
it is.
character sheet.
Did you click on their character sheet
I
when you did
clicked.
that?
Yeah, that would be Yolanda. No, I mean, not Yolanda. That would be Tabitha. She's a dragon claw cultist.
Okay,
Yep. So she got a 21.
sure. Roll her back in, and I'll just edit it.
You might be able to just right click on her and add turn.
Oh, you can totally do that. That's good to know.
Peyton.
213. What did
See,
Peyton get?
I clicked on him, but it didn't.
Oh,
I
okay,
rolled a 3
that's fine.
for him.
I'm sorry.
He's a guard.
Wait, that's Hafen. We don't want that one. That side is what we want. Add turn.
39.
So the kobold rolled the worst, so he goes last. The kobolds they weren't surprising enough.
Where did the turn order go?
Right there.
There it is.
Okay.
All right.
Like, I should
So
be
I-
after them.
Well, they rolled a critical 1, so this round they're at the bottom. Okay, so we're going to start the round off, and I guess Tabitha gets to lead the round off.
Tabitha's still a little bit crazy from all the shenanigans, the brain experiments that they were performing on her. So she's going to rush forward in a frenzy and attack the nearest kobold.
Okay.
We should have had Valkyr look at her. Since he kind of fixed Yolanda.
Well, good luck getting a god try to do something else while he's fixed on doing something, you know.
I mean,
So you rolled a 23 for 7 damage.
The 9 misses, I take it.
The what? Wait,
The
which
9.
one? Wait, which
She
one
has
did she do?
She has multi-attack.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so she rushes forward in a stabbing attack and misses with her first one, but she connects with her second attack in a screaming fashion and fells the kobold in one blow.
Right through the neck.
Right through the neck.
Gore just sprays up in a giant fountain.
Yes, I like it.
Do the other kobolds see this?
The kobold next to her, or next to the one that falls, is immediately frightened by this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I saw that, I'd probably shit myself. Like if I was at the supermarket and a crazy red-haired woman came forward with a scimitar and slashed over the person beside me, I'd probably shit myself. No joke. Okay, Eastaval's turn.
It is now Eastaval's turn.
Fiery Warhammer activated. Shimala. And he's going to rush forward to the terrified.
To the terrified one, so you're rolling with advantage on this.
Yep, he looks like he's about to faint.
And he's dead.
Can the other kobolds see this? Literally. So can I role play this?
You absolutely can.
Sir Eastaval stalks forward, slowly, holding the flaming warrior, and just holds the shield up and bashes the kobold, and then overhand slams it onto him, and he just explodes.
The two kobolds immediately next to the kobold are immediately afraid of you. They are basically feared at this point from that crit hit. So now, will you do anything else?
That's right. I get 2 attacks, don't I?
You
I'm
do.
going to stalk to the next one. I'm going to do a sideways glance at the next one, who I'm going to make direct eye contact with that kobold and walk over and take another swing.
$16 for 9. Actually, you're rolling with advantage, so 25 for 20 damage. Your hammer connects, and the kobold's limbs basically blow off the body.
Oh, that's fun.
This kobold is dead. He is so dead. His torso with the head still attached splatters to the ground. Will Sir Eastaval do anything else?
Nope, that's
Nope.
it.
All right, Yolanda, it is now your turn.
All right, so
Remember to be a good person.
Flurry of blows.
this is the perfect opportunity for me to get out my death wishes.
This is therapeutic. That's what this is.
She's gonna go running at the nearest kobold right here
Okay.
and just start bludgeoning him with her quarterstaff.
Okay. Gosh, you get a +10 to your attack with that. Are you? Is that a double attack?
Yeah, double attack.
Okay. Well, your staff connects with the head of the kobold, and his head just physically inserts into his torso, and he just keels over dead.
He accordioned. You accordioned him.
The kobold, the 3 kobolds behind you, all of a sudden look very, very afraid of you.
Ah!
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's me.
Now, as a bonus action, you can spend ki to do another attack action on your turn if you so choose.
Yeah, but I don't want to waste my key right now.
Okay,
Never
All right.
know what's handy.
fair enough. So this guy just accordions and just crumples to the ground. It is now Haven's turn. Haven sees the chaos going on around him.
It's not really chaos. This is an execution.
Yeah, it really is like a gangland killing.
On this guy down there, I'm gonna cast fire. Oop. Wrong button. Firebolt. Woo. On
Damn.
this guy here.
You basically immolate his body. The firebolt connects, and he just erupts into flames, and he's just flailing about on the ground, screaming until he stops twitching.
This has given me a very good idea for a one shot.
So that kobold has now bit the dust. It is now Peyton's turn, unless Hafen had anything else to do.
No, that's it
No?
for me.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, guys.
Where'd Jeff go? Because I think that
I'm
was...
right here.
Oh, okay.
Do Peyton's thing.
Do Peyton's thing.
Sorry.
We've given you 3 characters now.
I was looking for my piece of paper. I did actually have a really good idea for a little one shot because this this kobold nightmare.
We'll play a bunch of kobolds hunting the party.
Peyton's gonna run forward. Watch Peyton shit out.
If he does, that would be so good for his character.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
You rolled a
17.
22.
You rolled a 17.
17? Okay, so that
Not
still
a
hit.
crit. It's a
So
5.
that still hits. Peyton runs forward. What kind of weapon does he have?
A mace.
He has a mace. He jams the mace into the throat of the kobold, and the kobold makes this disheartening, like, retching, guttural noise and just crumples to the ground dead.
This is a blunt object, right?
It is a blunt object, but...
Okay, as long as we're clear of what's going on.
Well, I mean, if you had a very heavy-handed weapon and you thrust it into the throat of something...
Yeah, I mean, it's...
It unhinged the jaw, like the
That was
whole
just
thing.
gross.
It crushed the windpipe of the kobold. It killed him. He's dead.
Peyton said, "You look hungry, fella," as he ran up.
So now it is Armin's turn.
I'm gonna walk up to the other kobold, right up to his face, and say, "Friend, it appears that your time on this world might be short-lived. Would you prefer to trade information instead of your life?"
The kobold is pissing himself at what is going on around him right now, so he is unable to reply.
Shell shocked.
Okay. Well, I have a bag, and I'm going to put him in it.
You're going to put the kobold in a bag?
Yes, I have a canvas sack.
I think
All
that's
right,
an excellent idea.
roll me a grapple on that,
What's that,
basically.
strength?
Yeah.
Well, that's not my best, but...
With advantage, though, right? Because, I mean, basically the kobold
He's frightened.
stunned.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
The kobold somehow manages to keep himself from being thrown into the sack.
See here, you little shit. I'm trying to save your life.
He struggles and he struggles, and he spreads his body out just enough that you can't get the canvas sack over his body.
That was my action.
That was your action? All right. The kobold, not very happy with this, immediately takes a dagger attack towards you.
And he,
Does a 17 hit.
it bounces off my shield harmlessly.
Bam! The kobold looks very surprised at what just happened.
He shouldn't be.
Yeah,
All
the other-
shields
the
are
other-
bad.
The other kobold, the one a little bit away, drops his weapon and screeches and just runs off the map,
That is
leaving his friend to die. Oops! It is now Tabitha's turn.
Tabitha, 5, 10, 20,
I don't think she's got the range to get there.
25, 30.
Oh, she does. That poor kobold.
Well,
Are we
Here
the
comes
bad guys?
No, we're the good guys.
It
We
doesn't feel
kill
like it right now.
nasty kobolds,
Nasty. They didn't do anything to us.
other than try to
Yeah.
ambush us.
other than hop out and pretty much admit to being in on the Daggerford thing.
This is some like inter-combat banter. It's like, if we had been farmers, these kobolds would have definitely tried to kill us.
So you rolled a 16 for 7, a 7 for 10, and an 8 for 7. Well, it doesn't matter. The first hit connects, and the kobold body basically explodes.
Yeah.
He thumps to the ground, a bloody stump of a mess. Combat has now ended.
Now, guys, I know y'all had fun murdering everything in sight. Especially you. He looks at Yolanda.
I only got to murder one thing. So we roll.
You only got to murder. If we take prisoners, we can better find this changeling. These kobolds were in the woods, obviously. The changeling might have been involved with them.
I would say the fact that we encountered kobolds in the middle of the forest shows that we're on the right path. Wouldn't you say, Ranger?
I would agree with this.
Yellow ball.
Am I muted? No, I'm not muted.
No, you're good.
Am I muted?
No,
No.
everyone's fine.
Nope, everyone heard about
yeah.
your yellow ball.
Oh, sorry.
You might want to get it checked.
So,
Onward.
the party would like
Let's
to
keep going.
continue.
I think we should take prisoners, guys. We've done pretty good about gaining sidekicks. We could have an army of kobolds also to go. I guess not the ones. An army of kobolds that didn't betray and lead to the fall of Daggerfall.
Well, they were in on it, so
Yeah, but you were in on it too. And we haven't killed you on sight.
Yep.
yeah.
Onward.
If
Onward and upward.
if they hadn't surprised us, that would have gone totally different.
As you stalked forward.
As the party continues north and westward, they advance to the next area. Now, the next area seems to be here, and you come across a small river with a very small wooden bridge that crosses over it.
I think we just walk across the bridge. I do.
Hang on a second, let me get everyone's tokens out.
There's a. Should I get mine out so I can move it?
Yeah, you're like the only one that, for whatever reason, doesn't work properly.
Hail and well met, bridge.
On the far side of the bridge, you see a creature.
What kind of creature?
It'll populate in a second.
A bog lurker.
A bog lurker.
He appears to have horns. Is he a tiefling? Or a goat man?
From, how worldly is Armin?
Armin he was in a war in another continent. So he's been around the block a bit.
You notice that Edwin immediately kind of sifts to the back of the party as far away from the creature as he can.
God
He
damn it. I
does
knew
not
this
seem to
coward.
want. He doesn't seem to want to engage with the creature.
Ranger, what is this thing?
This is what you would know as a satyr.
What's a satyr?
Very tricky creature. They say that they are driven by curiosity and hedonism, unequal in measure.
Hedonism, huh?
I'm just a simple priest. I don't know what hedonism means.
Someone else care to describe what hedonism is to the cleric?
I walk up to the cleric and whisper into his ear what it is.
Sean, do you actually
I
know what
have no
hedonism
idea.
is?
And then I make a, and then like kind of a hip thrusting motion.
Oh. Okay.
We all start doing the little weird, like, pelvic thrust, like.
Well, I am a worldly man. Hail and well met, friend.
Welcome to my portion of the forest, cleric.
Cool, man.
How do you know I'm a cleric?
I know many things,
Like
and
what?
many things that you are a cleric.
Do
And your friend behind there is a arcane caster. And I see, and he looks off in the distance at Yolanda. I like what I see.
Hey.
You keep your eyes on me, friend.
Well, you are quite not what I am looking for. Send the woman forward, and maybe we can
you're-
talk.
I'm what you're gonna get.
Deal.
Which part of that?
Oh, I'm running forward.
So
I'm
you
gonna
push past
tackle
them.
her.
So I say I'm
Yeah.
what you're gonna get,
Fast.
and then Yolanda does a front flip over me.
We'll get to turn Yolanda out yet.
So what's going on? What
I put
happened?
my arm around the satyr. How you doing?
Well, hello.
I hear you're into some hedonism.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My favorite kind of thing.
My favorite kind of ism.
How about me and you go have some fun and we don't worry about that?
Oh, I am all for that. These peasants can go do whatever they please as long as I have you. Everything is okay.
Fucking peasant.
Okay. You'll have fun. Find your thing. Bye.
Does the party do anything to stop the fake creature from running off with a party member?
I look back at the party and says, "Who was supposed to be watching her?"
You were.
You were.
And then I look back and I cast Fireball.
Cast fire. Okay. Just give me a roll for that. Did you say
I
fireball or
said
firebolt? Fireball.
Yes.
You realize that if that hits,
Yes.
well, that's gonna.
She's got good dexterity.
Okay, she's still gonna take half damage on it, but okay.
Was this a real thing that's happening?
Yes, it is.
Oh, actually, if it's dexterity and if I pass, I don't take any damage.
Okay.
Bam.
Monk shit.
Because
So
of
wait,
monk shit.
Really
Okay.
good. Please roll
You
really
can-
good.
So wait, you can cast Fireball?
I can cast Fireball.
Yeah,
As
it's one of his schools.
Even specifically says the fireball spell as one that I can, like, as an example.
Oh, most excellent. Okay, so I guess Sean, go ahead and roll.
I
your
need
fireball.
I need a dexterity saving throw.
That's right. So, what is
From
my DC check?
17?
17.
Yeah. But can any of us react to him starting to mutter a Fireball spell?
I'm not muttering it. I yell, "By fire, be purged."
Well, I think fireball is semantic.
I feel like one of us should stop this from happening.
So
Yeah,
fireball is semantic, so you have to chant for it. So
By
there's-
fire, be purged.
So none of you are. You're all. So the closest. So Saristoval is 15 feet away from Armin as he begins to chant.
If I sprint forward, can I mean, 15 feet's not that far.
It's not that far, but you don't know what his chant is to cast fireball. So you can, you can attempt to stop the fireball.
Danielle has already rolled her dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
We're blowing
She
this
has.
shit up.
Alright, fine.
Okay. All right.
Says the one who was trying to save the kobold just 2 seconds ago. Maybe
I was supposed to be watching her.
So where do you ignite the fireball?
Oh, what is it? Like it's a 3x3?
You get to choose the point, and then it's a 20. I believe it's a 20-foot radius on that point.
So that's
within
4x4?
with- basically.
So like that?
Sure. So you're gonna ignite it basically on top of the satyr.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The you launch the fireball directly out at the satyr. It explodes over his head. The satyr is caught completely off guard by it, and the explosion erupts, lighting the stumps and the grass and the wooden cart off to the right side. Just completely engulfs in flames as the satyr screams. And Yolanda just stands there, like nothing going on.
Sorry, I was supposed to be watching you.
You tried to set me on fire, you asshole!
I knew you'd dodge it.
The
Kind of imagine Yolanda like brushing fire off her sleeves.
Is the satyr dead?
I doubt it.
no, he's not, but he's very he's very upset at what just happened.
Is he
I'd
upset?
like to call out to the satyr, hey Fred, would you like to be our ally?
You passed the test.
The satyr says, "What kind of ally would explode a firebolt on a friend?"
That's the kind of party you're in for, buddy.
Trial by fire.
I mean, I did release dragons on an entire town, so that's pretty accurate.
Only the strongest may join our party.
So the satyr goes, "Okay, I have something for you." And he pulls out his pipes and he starts playing a tune. And I need everybody to give me a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. You said.
Yes.
I'm not real smart.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
Jesus
really?
Christ, guys.
Oh, no.
None of us are real smart.
What about Peyton and Tabitha? We need them right now more than anything.
Yeah, they need a roll too, Jeff.
All right.
And we need them to succeed. So if you roll out them good fake dice for us. That's probably not good enough. Jesus Christ, we're fucked.
A 12 and a 15.
I got a 19.
You got a 19.
Yeah. Plus,
Yeah.
plus, also, sorry, I get plus 3.
You or everyone around you? I don't think it matters.
I get plus 4, and everybody around me gets plus 3.
So who's around you? So
Posse.
you'll. Okay, so. Okay, so. Yolanda immediately falls asleep. Armin drops to the ground asleep. Hafen also falls asleep. Jeff and his posse are A-OK. And the satyr is just like, yeah, how do you like that? How do you like that?
So from across the bridge, Sir Eastaval is going to yell. I was being serious about the trial by fire thing.
Yeah, the trial by fire that happened above my head.
It was quick thinking on our part. You posed a threat. We wanted to see if you were the real deal or
I did
not.
no such thing. No such thing.
You were about to go do unspeakable things to our monk.
Willing.
She wanted to come with me. None of you did.
Says
She
the
wanted
goat
to come
man.
with me.
Says the goat man. Would that be considered offensive if I called him a goat man?
That's racist.
He's a little peeved at the comment.
Okay, all right. So
He's a little peeved at the comment, so he walks up to Armin and he just rolls the body off the bridge into the river below, and that immediately wakes Armin up.
Oh God! How deep is the water?
It's about 6 feet deep, so you're treading a little bit if you don't want to get swept away.
All right, so
And a few minutes have passed now, so everybody that was asleep is rousing out of the sleep now.
A few minutes.
While the talking had been going on.
What the fuck? Did you just try and date rape me?
What? No. Of course not.
I would never.
You just weren't smart enough to withstand my pipes.
Heard that before.
All right. I'll wake up and say, so does that mean you're in?
With you guys? I don't think so. This is not worth my time.
Well, we tried, Armin.
Okay, well
We tried it your way.
The satyr works his way back to the north end of the bridge, and he's like, you know what? Whatever. I don't need this.
That's literally what he
And
said.
he makes a poof and just disappears into thin air.
All right, Operation Annoy the Heck Out of a Satyr worked.
I feel like we might have been able to do more with that, but
God
Those
damn
guys
it, we
are
didn't get his
tough.
gold.
Is he like strong?
Is he strong?
Yeah, was he like strong?
Well, he survived a fireball directly, so one can assume that he might be strong.
Well, I mean, I survived a fireball directly. Could be like anything with more than 26 health.
As far as you're aware, he survived a fireball. That would lead you to believe, as someone who didn't know what hedonism means.
Well,
One thing that can be said for satyrs is that they are magically delicious.
You could have eaten me. Right.
Yes,
Edwin, I
go
noticed Edwin, rolls up to the rest of the party and says, "You guys, that could have gone a whole lot worse."
You jackass! Why didn't you say something? Why'd you just back off? I thought
Because
we were
you
paying
guys
you
are-
to be here.
You pay me to help in combat. I'm only helping you
No,
find
no.
your changeling friend.
We did not pay you to help in combat. You're supposed to stay out of combat. Can't afford to combat.
Well, you're the one who launched the fireball.
Yeah, so maybe next time say, hey, Armin, don't do that.
Well, you did it before I could say anything. How about that?
Also, you ruined my booty call.
So
Just
warning,
saying.
I'm watching after you because your boyfriend has a hard-on for killing me for some reason.
Yeah, he does that.
And also, just assume I'm going to fireball something, Mr. Ranger. And stop me.
Is there anything else of note around the area?
I mean, if you want to do some investigation, you can.
I would like to.
Okay, what would you like to investigate?
The other side of the bridge.
You're going to investigate the other side. All right, give me a investigation roll.
I still want to find the satyr's pot of gold.
So, under the flaming cart on the north side of the bridge, you find a very singed wooden chest. It looks like it's locked. Doesn't look like you have any way to open it. But rattling it around, you can definitely hear something's inside.
Okay. It's a wooden chest?
Yeah, it's a wooden chest.
Let me see here.
What kind of bridge is this?
And, like a
Wooden plank?
wooden planked bridge.
Okay.
Standard, yeah.
I'm gonna ask, does anybody have a way to get this chest open?
Sure do.
Of course I do.
Alright, well let's do it.
All right, Istval, you got your hammer and I got my spear.
If we hit it at the same time.
I was going to say, you just tap the end of my spear like a nail.
Also will work
That's
too.
That's a very smart way of doing it.
And I'm gonna hold it steady. Don't miss. Now, do your thing.
Would that be a strength or a dexterity roll?
Yeah, give me a dexterity roll on that.
Dang it. That strength roll. Oh,
Well, I definitely hit it hard enough.
Yeah, you hit it hard enough.
there goes my
And
hammer.
now give me another dexterity saving throw.
And should I make a dexterity saving throw?
Both of you.
Oh, it's a bomb.
Oh, oh, Sean.
Armin standing there holding the javelin in to the hinge point of the chest.
It was my spear, not my javelin.
Your spear. Oh, your javelin. Your spear. Sir Eastervold taps on it just hard enough that it triggers the trap, and the top of the chest just explodes off. Sir Eastervold is able to dodge out of the way and dodge back of the explosion, but Armin takes the full brunt of the blow and takes 5 fire damage.
It didn't have a bunch of nails and old rusty shit. It wasn't like a pipe shrapnel bomb kind of thing.
But some stuff spills out of it as it pours over. Just a couple of silver pieces and a singed scroll.
I'd like to look at the scroll.
All right. You notice as you look at the scroll that it is a simple level 1 spell scroll of magic missile.
Probably cursed.
Would anybody like to have a magic missile for use?
maybe we could use it to craft some weapon or sell it.
Let's split it 4 ways.
Yes,
I'll
let's
just-
rip it to
You
pieces.
can always,
I'll
you
Everyone
can
pocket
always
it
sell
right
it, or
Everyone gets a single magic missile on a piece of paper.
I called
I'll
dibs in the
pocket-
top corner.
as this is going on the east side of the river.
Is my
Um,
spear still in one piece?
Yeah, it was metal. It was metal, right?
I mean, it's a wooden spear with a metal tip.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's a little. The tip is a little blackened, but it's more or less okay.
I was expecting much worse.
Yolanda notices something on the eastern side of the river,
Ooh.
waving.
God damn it.
Hello. Oh no.
It says, hello, sexy lady.
He waves, and he calls over soon before he poofs out again.
You.
Tonight.
Tonight.
All right. Is there anything else the party would like to do?
I'll pick up the silver too, and
Okay, you picked up about 10 silver pieces. Not a lot, but
Oh shit. A scroll's a magic item, right?
yes.
yeah.
Ranger! We have some of your payment.
You'll have to talk to that. You'll have to talk to some of my men at the guild house about that. Hold on to it for now.
Okay. By the way, I'm paying him in magic items that we loot.
All right. I'm fine with giving up this magic missile scroll. I don't need it, so we'll hang on to it till we get done with everything. Till it's time to settle up.
Sure.
I'd like to do an investigation roll for the water to see if there's anything that's, visible in the river itself.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, just 'cause.
Yeah.
Like, as all these shenanigans are going on, I'm just whispering into the water, meditating. And I see,
A snake. As it bites you.
The water is very crystal clear. Even though it's flowing very rapidly, you can see to the bottom of it. You see, fish kind of swimming through. There doesn't really seem to be anything of note outside of, basic.
I have, I have it. Oh, that's perception. Never mind. I have advantage on perception checks because of my
Oh.
shield.
Right. But you did an investigation. So.
I did. Fuck.
You perceive that the water is very tasty.
Is there a salmon?
You see a salmon floating about the water.
Delicious. All right.
Delicious salmon. Edwin nudges the party. Perhaps we should keep moving north before it starts to get dark. Because once it gets dark around here, worse things start to come out.
Werewolves.
Let's roll.
Let's go.
Let's roll. We will keep moving north.
If we ever run into fucking werewolves again, I'll be upset.
You gonna be upset?
Well, they do
As you
tend-
work your way deeper into the
werewolf
forest,
forest.
into the werewolf forest. Right? Yeah.
I just heard a
goddamn
wolf.
ambient werewolf
I just
sound.
heard a wolf, dude.
That was some pretty good timing, I would say.
Jesus.
I wish I could stack the map tab so that it's not just like a very long banner. Maybe I can do this.
There's,
Yeah, that's easy.
I've got a.
Is there a way to do?
There
is there a way to
but
do
it
that?
requires like a third-party mod.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I just moved the map. So, all right. So as you work your way further into the forest, it gets darker and it gets darker, right? So, there seems to be a fog about the forest now as you get deeper and deeper into the
But it is nighttime.
It's the canopy line is kind of blocking out the sun, so it's darker than it actually is during the day. Just gonna drag all your tokens out
So
again.
we can't really determine what time it is.
No, when you left, it was midday, but for all you know, hours have passed. It could be, and you're not quite aware, it could be darker outside than it actually is.
Hey, Yolanda, you can run up
Yeah.
walls, right?
Yeah.
Can you run up trees?
Yeah. I mean,
I want to know what time it is.
okay. So let's go to this big ass tree right here.
Big ass tree. You run up the tree. You're so dexterous, you don't even need a roll. You just make it straight to the top.
Yeah, I don't have to roll for that. It's just something I can do. What do I see?
As soon as you break the canopy on the top, you can tell that it is mid-afternoon. It's still very bright outside. Nightfall is still a couple of hours away.
Okay. I climb down about halfway and yell, it's about like 9:30 p.m.
Just lost over the shit of it.
We should go to bed now.
Are you back to lying again?
No,
We need to cast Know the Truth.
no.
I think that's a yes.
You asked me.
That's fair. I trust her.
All right.
Bedtime. Night night.
Let's go ahead and set up camp. Did anyone bring any kobold with us?
Where would you like to set up camp on the map?
Where's an intersection with lots of points of attack?
Right up in front of us.
That looks like
About right there. Right here's a good place to make camp for the night.
Where's going to be the most narratively interesting place for us to camp?
Narratively interesting?
Is it
Right
here?
here.
Okay, that's where I want to camp.
That's where you want to camp?
Okay.
Sure. All right. You build a little fire.
Oh, that's cute.
Hey.
And you make camp for the night.
I have a spell that makes fire, I think. Maybe.
Sure.
No, I don't.
Everybody, is Yolanda still hanging out in the tree?
Yeah, I'm gonna be out. I just want to chill in the tree for a while.
Yeah, all right. The rest of the party is hanging out at the fire.
Whose turn is it to watch Yolanda, I ask?
I guess we could roll the dice again.
Are we
You can
supposed
always
to do
roll
that?
Let's roll the dice again. 1d6, the highest goes. Again.
Yeah, highest goes again.
Oh no.
Hey,
Oh no.
Looks like Armin is still on duty for watching Yolanda.
You
Hey,
got this.
buddy.
You got this. He's still in the tree, right?
Yeah, I'm in the tree.
With the satyr?
I pull up a rock and I lay down with my head facing and watching as I fall asleep.
All right, is anybody going to take a watch, first watch, or anything like that?
I'll take first watch.
Okay. All right. I guess roll me a d.
You broke up.
A D what?
Oh, roll me a d20.
20? It
Yeah.
breaks up every time you say the number.
Jeez, I swear, right?
God damn
That's
it.
a 1.
That's a 1. All right. It's 10:30, 11 p.m. at night, and without much warning, the party is suddenly surrounded by a certain satyr
Surrounded?
He is
With-
all up on us.
a couple of hag-looking creatures.
Do we wake up?
Where are you,
I
Armin?
do.
The satyr is over by Armin, and the satyr kicks Armin. He's just like, "Wake up!"
I don't wake up.
Satyr's like, "Don't make me roll you into the fire."
I think I'm immune to fire. But I don't want to test that out yet.
So, everybody kind of rouses up from the noise.
Helen,
I'll sit up and say, "Oh, you're back. Did you change your mind?"
You gonna join our crew?
No, but we're gonna make it a little interesting. I brought some of my sisters here.
your sisters
they
are
do
very pretty.
There.
No offense, but I
hey,
think your sisters are hags.
You watch your mouth. And the sisters are kind of cackling as the satyr is talking to the party. And the satyr's like, you know what you're gonna do for me? You're gonna give me all of your magical items, and I'm going to leave, and you're going to do nothing about it.
I stand to my full, however tall I am, and I say, "Joke's on you! I don't have any magic items."
You want to roll deception on the?
I don't have any magic items.
You want to roll deception on that?
I
It's
really
not a
don't
lie.
know.
But the satyr doesn't know that.
Telling him the truth? I'll roll deception for telling him the truth, I guess. No, actually,
It's a truthful deceit.
I mean, that was my banter. But if we're gonna try to put a roll behind it, let me think how this can benefit us.
Yolanda sees everything that is going on, hanging out in the tree above.
Let's see. You know,
They don't seem to notice that she's there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep, just having fun. I'm just watching.
What do I know about hags?
How worldly is Armin?
I mean, he's been in wars, but like, I don't know, like, from a mythological standpoint, or like, he was in combat with another nation, maybe goblins or orcs, but not necessarily magical creatures outside of that.
It was the war.
Yeah, it was the war.
The war.
The Great War.
The Great War.
Lots of people died.
Well, you've heard of hags, and you know that, you've heard of them. They're fae, so being in a forest like this, you would assume that there are creatures like this out there. And you know that these creatures are specifically just very evil and cruel, so their cackling has a lot of threat behind it.
Okay.
Because they're just waiting.
Would I know if they were weak to like fire or holy stuff?
Well, from looking at them, you can tell the color of their skin, and they're green hags. So
okay, so they're more fey than they are undead.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got nothing, guys. Come on, help me out here.
Suristaval, Hafen, anybody else want to chime in?
Hafen says we're not going to give you anything.
Well, that's too bad, because if you don't, there might be a problem.
Might? So we're not dealing in certainties here.
The satyr pulls out his pipes again, and he says, "Well, if I can always play these again, and I won't have to really worry about it."
While he's talking,
He's right
I'm going to
in front of him,
shoot him with a magic missile.
Okay.
Also,
Right.
while he was shooting him, I wanted to reach out and grab the pipes and take them.
So give me a grapple on that, because you're going to grab for an item. So this
Maybe
is
sleight of
happening.
hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand. Sleight of hand. That would be better.
I'm an idiot. I have a -1 in that.
What is that based on? What is sleight of hand based on? That's dexterity.
Dexterity.
It's my dump stat.
It's your dump stat. You very quickly reach out and snatch the pipes from the satyr's hands before he can pull his hand back.
What did he roll?
Less than you.
So,
And as that is happening, Hafen's magic missile connects, and combat begins.
Combat begins.
So what is that? What is that in total, Brett?
Let's see.
is it always 3 bolts or is it always 4 bolts?
It's 3d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Actually, let me clear the turn order and remove all turns. Clear. Go ahead and roll back in D, and I'll
Does
just
Haven
add you.
have a wand? I don't know how Haven casts his magic.
So that's 14.
14? Okay.
Hafen
Alright.
is
Does he
a
just,
sorcerer.
so he just
Yeah,
puts up his
it's
finger
just-
gun and goes pew pew pew?
Yeah, he can do that. Oh, hang on.
Boy, Tabitha rolls high a lot,
She's got those good East of all genes.
right? So I guess she gets to lead us off if that's everybody. It looks like
Did
everybody.
I get in there?
You did not. Try again, and I'll add you back in with your 12.
A lot of clicks. Hold on. A 10.
You rolled a 10 for Sir Eastival?
Yep.
Okay, so Tabitha once again gets to lead the round off. As Jeff just runs off.
Sorry, I was just hugging the baby.
Oh. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on. Well, she's standing there. The hag looks like an appetizing target. She's gonna give it a good couple swings. Am I muted?
No, you're not muted. Sorry, I
Oh,
was reading something while you were doing that. So
Okay.
two swings. The first connects and gashes the hag on one of her arms, doing the 8 slashing damage, and the other one, she kind of stumbles out of the way as the second strike goes wide.
Fair enough. That is her turn.
That is her turn. Okay.
She lets out a banshee screech.
Banshee screech. Tabitha does?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. It is now the satyr's turn. The satyr is very upset that Armin has stolen his pipes, his very important to him pipes,
His erotic pipes.
his erotic pipes. So he basically rears back and rams his head at Armin. And just butts Armin square in the chest with his horns.
What did he roll, that bastard?
Higher than your AC.
Right?
I have a thing. I have a thing.
Okay. What's your thing?
Warding flare. When you are attacked by a creature within 30 feet of you that you can see, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the roll, causing light to flare. An attacker that can't be blinded is immune, so I can impose disadvantage on his attack.
Okay.
And it's upgraded, I think. Improved flare. You see when a creature you can see. Oh, never mind. Okay, so yeah, I impose disadvantage.
So what do you do with that? Basically,
so
as he's ramming you.
As he's ramming me, I swing my hand wide, and a burst of light flashes him in the eyes. It's like a solar flare.
Solar flare.
Yes, exactly that.
Well, as his head is tilted down, his head still comes forward and connects with you in the chest.
Oh, that bastard.
You take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Well, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Just worry.
Then he's just like, "Give me back my pipes!" And it is now your turn.
How durable are these pipes?
They look like they're carved out of bone, so as strong as a bone would be.
So, like, can I break them with my hands?
You can try. You can roll
with
a strength.
My burning hands.
think about that. Think about how hard. Think about really how hard it is to turn bone to ash in a crematorium. That's a very hot flame. Do you think you could do that with burning hands?
How hot is burning flame? I mean, burning hands.
I would imagine. What is the average temperature of flames?
I do not know.
I don't either. So you could attempt to, but I would expect that it would take a sustained burning hands on the pipes to do
Like
any
multiple times?
real damage to them.
Okay, I'd have better luck snapping him in two. Maybe. Can I use a free action to talk to him?
You can if you'd like.
I would love to give you these pipes back if you'll just go away.
After what you did? No.
You don't want these back? My hands start to glow red.
The satyr looks kind of unfazed at your glowing hand.
Okay. Then, I wonder how many people I can hit with Fireball.
You hit everybody in
I
a
think the
20
whole
foot radius.
party.
You'd hit everybody.
As it should be.
I think I'm gonna do Burning Hands, but I'm gonna try to hit. I think I can hit the satyr and the hag above him.
If you move, yeah, not where you're currently standing, but
It
If you
says
move-
15-foot cone. So
if
I'd
you move
right
down
here.
5 feet, yeah. All right, if you did there, then definitely.
Okay, and that doesn't do anything. So yeah, I do Burning Hands.
Okay. Do I need to roll a deck save on that?
Yeah. Yes. DC 7. No, I'll just roll it.
DC 17. Okay. So you throw the burning hands out. The satyr steps in front of the hag. Well, he's already in front of the hag, but the fire washes over both of them, and it singes their hair, singes their clothing, but they seem otherwise completely not very affected by the burning hands. So they take half damage.
Okay. I was like, they're immune to fire. Oh god, that's my whole thing.
About to say, done.
That's me.
Did you, so that was 11 on that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. So they take like 5 damage each.
Yes. I should actually.
Wait, I missed that. Why did they only take half damage on that?
Because they succeeded.
Oh,
Their-
okay.
The dice check.
Gotcha.
You tried. Couldn't stick it.
Hafen,
Just
do
making
better
sure
magic
of it.
than me.
Before I make a decision here, is it my turn?
It is. Let me do one more
Okay.
thing. Yes, it is now your turn.
Okay, then at the satyr, I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. For 9 fire damage. Okay, so the firebolt flies out of your hands, connects against the satyr, and he makes a guffawing noise as the firebolt connects.
You got there?
Okay.
Will you do anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Okay.
For right now.
All right. Serious of all, you pay attention to that baby more than you do the game.
Sorry. Okay. So the satyr's right in front of me, right?
Yeah, about 10 feet back.
He wants a hug.
I mean, I'm gonna activate my Warhammer naturally.
All right.
Naturally. I think I'm gonna bless the party, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bless.
Okay.
I've talked about this before. It always seems like it's a do I do a non-combat thing or a combat thing? So I'm going to do a non-combat thing since we're surrounded by stuff that could potentially be. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm
Okay.
going to bless Hafen.
Alright.
My good friend Armin,
Good friend.
and I'm going to bless my sweet sister.
Okay.
Poor
Dude,
Peyton.
is that
in
your-
the shaft again?
Is that your action?
Yeah, I'm going to move up here.
Okay.
Just right there.
Okay. And not do anything?
Well, I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
What's
All
up?
right. Moving on. It now becomes the hag's turn. So the hag just to the south of Tabitha, this one here, just begins cackling. And immediately points her finger at Tabitha.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
Bum, bum, bum. And casts Lightning Bolt.
Lightning bolt.
Lightning Bolt tears through Tabitha, tears through Peyton, and tears through Hafen to the north.
Hold on a sec.
What's up?
How many reactions do I get per turn? Or per round?
I think only one? Did you already do something?
Yeah, I tried to deal. Never mind. I already did my reaction.
I need Tabitha, I need Peyton, and I need Hafen to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Tabitha
All
Payne
right.
can't take a hit. Yes, Tabitha, you live. You don't, Peyton.
What did Peyton get?
A 6.
Peyton got a 6.
Why
Tabitha.
I can't see the rolls. Oh, they're there. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, they're there.
I see.
Tabitha, in all of her dexterous glory,
Oops. That wasn't
Manage-
supposed to be 4d4, sorry.
oh yeah, no worries.
Oh,
What?
so also, I'm out of range. Never mind.
It wouldn't
So
saved him.
Tabitha, in all of her dexterous glory, manages to shove Peyton to the side and knock Hafen out of the way before the lightning bolt just tears through to the north. Everybody is knocked 5 feet out of the way. There's 2 Peytons.
He cloned.
We're truly, like, undeserving of such a gifted fighter as Tabitha.
But as she does this, she still takes half damage on it since she succeeded.
What was the damage?
She takes 15 lightning damage.
Ouch.
I don't know how much health she has because when
She
I
has
click on
39.
okay.
So she's at.
The second green hag, up to the northwest here, just below Peyton now, begins cackling as well.
What was that damage that Tabitha took? 16 or something?
15 lightning.
Okay.
And the green hag looks down at Tabitha and casts Hold Person.
Shouldn't the satyr be casting that on Yolanda?
Right?
Giggling.
Yeah.
So Tabitha needs to roll me a wisdom saving throw.
She was a cultist. That's probably not her good stat.
Mm.
Sorry, I keep getting all these.
All of a sudden, Tabitha feels very seized and is paralyzed until the end of the next round.
Even with an extra 4? A 10?
Yes, even with an extra 4.
Okay.
The last one, the green hag to the north of Siristaval and the satyr and Armin, continues the cacophonous cackling and looks down at Armin and casts a ray of sickness.
Fuck. That's not good.
That's a big spell,
That's
isn't it?
That sounded like glass.
Mhm.
I dropped a glass.
Oh.
It was a sound effect.
Yeah.
Ray of sickness, clink.
He's doing it old school.
Oh yeah, sorry. I am kind of doing it all because I don't want if I click on the stuff to roll.
You can change it to whisper the rolls.
Oh, okay.
I'm not scared. You can roll any damage on me live if you want.
He says, "Do your worst,
I have no fear.
Dungeon Man."
The ray of sickness crashes into your body, but Armin seems no worse for the wear.
Got a good shield.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yolanda, having seen the battle commencing down below her over the last few seconds.
Is overcome with good thoughts.
She decides to go leaping from the tree at this hag here, going, yee!
Yeet. Yeet,
As a
yeet.
As she
And-
should.
And double hand skull bashes this hag with her quarterstaff.
All right.
And rears back and tries to take a second baseball swing.
Excellent. Excellent. I like it. I like it. What's this one at here? So, Yolanda comes rushing down from the trees, and you come like down with your quarterstaff and just kind of try to hit her.
Yeah.
All right. The quarterstaff connects, and it makes the hag reel back as she takes the bludgeoning blow of 10 damage.
Crunch.
Crunch. And you take your second attempt, seeing that she is now, stumbled by this, and connect with your second blow. Wha-bam! Another 10 whole damage.
And then I'm gonna use a point of key to take 2 more whacks at her.
2 more whacks.
Whapa!
Cripple that bitch.
Cha-cha!
Damn!
Damn.
Dadgum. All right. As you connect with both blows, one of the blows hits the hag in the side of the head, and you spin around and you smack her in the other side, sending her head turning halfway around her body. Crump ground. Dead.
Spank that bitch.
Hey, 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 hey.
As you do this, the other 2 hags, as one cries out, "The coven is broken!" All right, Peyton. Unless Yolanda has anything,
I'm done.
you're done. All right, Peyton. What you got?
Peyton. I hate all these boxes. I need to separate them, but my computer is so shitty now. Having multiple tabs open makes it slow.
You have multiple screens, right?
I do, and that doesn't help.
You need 3 screens.
Ah, yes, add more resource drain.
Stop
Alright.
downloading porn while we play, man.
Sorry, I can't. I've got to keep always expanding.
I don't know about you guys, but I need a bathroom break.
I could use one in a second. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, go ahead and take your turn. Because I think that's the bottom of the round anyways.
Die! Oh, a 20.
Critical hit.
That's
On a roll of
It's
19. So what?
No,
Who are
it's
you
a
hitting?
15. He has to roll the dice of 19 or 20.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's what it
Joe.
says.
Lame. 3 damage.
So you did 3 damage to the hag?
Yep. And I can go ahead and take Tabitha's turn real quick too.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. So Peyton pokes at the hag, and she just starts cackling again.
She just absorbs it.
Yeah, she just
Her-
absorbs it. Yeah,
I bonk her on the nose and she does nothing.
does nothing.
All right, and then
God
Tabitha runs up,
damn, she's a
screeching
rock star.
like a banshee.
Man, God, bam, bam. She runs up, and she's just. Is she slashing with
She is slashing with scimitar.
scimitar? She comes in dancing hardcore, and just runs the blade across the hag a few times for, damn, 23 damage.
You know her top damage per hit is 12, and she just rolls 6s every single time.
I
for
know.
her damage.
Eastaval is very impressed with his sister. He didn't even realize she'd gotten so good.
You know she's got another thing, right? That fanatic.
The fanatic thing. Yeah.
So the hag is crying out as the cuts just open across her arms. And now that it's the satyr's turn, I'll be right back. Yeah. Take 5 if you got it.
Take a 5.
Well,
Toilet
start getting
break.
dressed.
Toilet the break. Go see what that little critter's up to.
Is the music atmospheric enough for you guys?
Oh yeah.
No, Sean probably doesn't care too much for it.
It's just loud sometimes. Like, the kind of ambient sounds is fine. Tavern music's just loud.
You're breaking up.
Is this better? Hello?
Yeah.
The music just gets loud sometimes. But like the atmospheric ambient sounds, I don't even notice that.
Is it just me he's breaking up for? Or is it
No,
me
I heard.
that he's-
I think it's you.
Oh, okay.
Because you broke up a lot there.
Okay. Yeah, you know, am I frozen? I can kind of hear you, Brett. What is going on? My internet's kind of crappy.
Yeah, I just lost your video. There you are.
There we go. All right.
Am I better now?
Yes.
Can you hear my beautiful voice?
You're
Crispy, clear goodness.
crispy clear.
I was saying music is fine as long as it's low.
Yeah.
Like, and the ambient sounds, I don't even notice them. But like,
It's. I always try to play it at like. I wish it would give me a percentage instead of just a bar.
I wonder if that's.
But I can put it at like 20% or something like that.
I'm curious. I'm gonna rejoin as the GM and look at the box. The audio.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can like get the I think it's at 17%.
Okay. Yeah, generally when you load it in defaultly, it just goes to 50%, and you just have to adjust it from there.
Let me
just
know if
imagine
it
that.
stops. Did it change?
No, it didn't stop.
'Cause
I have it on mine.
Okay, did the slider bar move?
Not as far as I can tell.
I've got it open in developer tools and I'm tinkering with it. Like I can I can change what the slider is at, but not what it does.
Oh.
Okay, it's still there. Maybe this? No. But I can also tell you what the volume is at, which is interesting. Not super helpful, but
Yeah.
oh, for the well, we've got 2 seconds.
Yeah.
We were talking about the bars up top.
Yeah. Yeah, when I pull down the page,
Yes, and
it doesn't feel like there's any way to make it rearrange in any other way. Not via this toolbar itself.
God, I've ruined everything. Hold on, I'm gonna back out of the game and back in. But the is it gonna let me exit? That's weird. But I'm using a CSS tool called Stylish that that lets me like modify certain things in the web browser.
Yeah.
Like I used it to bump up the camera size, so all of y'all's faces is like at 250% size for the
Okay.
stream.
Yeah.
And it has a thing available for making that drop down a little better.
Okay.
But I don't.
I
I'm
could definitely use that because if I'm all the way over to the left and there's the map's all the way to the right, I have to like just move the map all the way to next to the other one.
Yeah. Look up stylish on Chrome extensions.
I use Firefox, but I assume that they probably have a Firefox one. Is everybody but Jeff back? I don't see D.
Yeah, I've just got my camera turned off.
Oh, okay. Let's just go because the next few turns, like it's 3 turns until Jeff, and maybe he'll be back by then. So the satyr's up. The satyr sees Yolanda pop out of the trees and down one of the hags, which makes him extra upset. And he is going to take a pot shot at Yolanda with his short bow.
Whoa, what happened? Sean, the stream looks real weird.
Sorry, I was messing with stuff. It should be better now.
Okay. He takes a pot shot at me.
He takes the shot at you.
Okay.
Yolanda sees the arrow coming. Like,
Oh, I think there's something I can do.
Oh, you can catch arrows, right?
Yeah, I gotta figure out where it is. Deflect missile. Reaction to deflect or catch a missile. Reduced by 1d10 plus dexterity modifier plus your monk level.
all right, well, we don't have to worry about all that because he rolled a crit 1, so you can catch the missile and throw it right back.
Yes. Do I have to still spend my key point to throw it back?
You throw it back and it catches the satyr in the shoulder. I wish I had the video for that, but there's a Fist of the North Star one where it's basically that, where he catches the arrows with 2 fingers and he spins it in his finger and it just flies back and catches the guy in the middle. But you basically just turn the arrow around on the satyr and it catches him and he takes his own damage.
Looks like I'm penetrating you tonight.
Bang.
So the satyr cries out as his own arrow strikes back into him. That is the satyr's turn. So Armin, you saw this unfold right in front of you.
I'm concerned about Yolanda. Not Yolanda, sorry, Tabitha. And shit, my character sheet's not on my screen anymore. So I'm gonna run over to her and cast Cure Wounds.
All right, so you're leaving. You're gonna take an attack opportunity for Mr. Satyr from doing this.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. So as you leave, he's going to try to ram you basically again. So
Totally fine with that.
So as you're running away, he butts you in the backside, and you just take 6 bludgeoning damage as you run away.
Okay. And I'm going to Cure Wounds. Tabitha.
You are curing Tabitha of her
Fuck,
wounds?
that is just fucking awful. Yeah, for 6 whole damage.
Well, that's half you basically took. Okay. Will you do anything else?
That's it.
That is it. Hafen. What has Hafen got?
Okay. I'm gonna go back at the satyr again with another fireball.
Right on.
Right in his goat anus.
And his goat ass.
Yep. What was that blessing? Do I still have that blessing?
Yes, but it's for saving throws. You can add a
Oh, okay.
D4.
Never mind. I'm good.
It's
then.
okay. It's okay because you chuck that firebolt across. It catches him. It catches him in the eyeball, and his head just lights on fire as he falls to the ground screaming, and dies.
Satyr, we hardly knew ye.
We hardly knew ye.
Do the
Will
colors-
Hafen do? Will Hafen do anything? Will he do a touchdown dance?
Uh,
Goal.
Hafen just kind of crosses his arms and chuckles and says, should have joined us.
I tried.
You chose poorly, friend.
You chose poorly. All right, Cerise Duval.
What's the witch's reaction to seeing her satyr and sister?
The hags are they're just manically cackling.
So they are just insane. They don't care. He will take one flaming warhammer blow and a critical warhammer blow. Ooh la la, 18,
Ooh
30,
la.
46.
46 damage. All right. So what happens to that hag when you hit her for 46?
Did I do my math right? 18.
18 plus. Yeah, maybe. I guess.
No, I'm off by like 4, I think.
It's
42. 42
yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
He is gonna do a big ol'
You were just expertly just spinning that warhammer around as it connects. As it connects, you spin back around and you smack her again on the side, and you bring it back down. Whew! As you connect with that second blow, though, you knock her prone.
What now? He done.
He done. Green Hag, that just got knocked prone, spends her action getting back up as she just... The maniacal laughter just doesn't stop. It just keeps going.
Someone should ask them what's so funny.
Or someone should ask you why so serious.
Why so serious? The Green Hag that is over by Peyton looks at Cerise Duval.
Oh no.
And casts vicious mockery, saying, "Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries." And give me a wisdom saving throw. 4.
What?
Oh,
Wait.
You got a blessing, right?
No, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I get
Alright.
plus but I failed, so it's a. Well, can you critically fail on a saving throw?
That's
Really?
up to the DM.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You take 8 psychic damage, and you have
Ouch.
disadvantage on your next attack roll.
Don't like it.
You are stunned
I don't like that either.
by the mockery. And that is the hag's turn. So now it becomes Yolanda's turn.
okay.
Having just fell a green hag. What does Yolanda do?
This, I gotta explain. I am going to go barreling through everyone to this one over here
Okay.
and just start wailing on her as well.
What you wailing on her with?
My quarterstaff double-handed.
Quarterstaff? Okay.
And let's just go ahead and use another key point. I just want to just like
Sure.
bash her brains in.
Okay.
The last
Alright.
one will just be the 12.
Sure. So the first two, she laughs as she dodges out of the way of both attacks. But on the second one, as she dodges the first and then she dodges the second, she gets a little too overconfident and catches the quarterstaff in her side. And Yolanda spins back around and connects for a critical hit.
Booyah.
Booyah. Is your quarterstaff attack considered magical or not? I don't know.
No, it's not magical. It's just bludgeoning.
Okay, it's just bludgeoning? Okay. So you missed with the first two and you connected with the second two and you critted on your second one. So you did a total of 27 damage to the... Yeah. 27 whole damage. The hag is not looking too great. She's kind of stumbling a little bit. She caught the critical hit to the head, so she's kind of a little bit disoriented. So she's got disadvantage on her next saving throw. Or
And that's all.
that's all you're gonna do. All right. Now it is Peyton's turn. What does Peyton do, Sir Eastaval?
What will Peyton do?
What will Peyton do?
Well, he is gonna try and give it another go, because he's got that stick to it attitude. 14.
Peyton gives it his all, but it all just isn't enough.
God damn it, Peyton.
Poor Peyton.
Poor Peyton. And now it's time for Peyton to be one-upped by Tabitha.
Hardcore as usual. Little bit of girl power.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
So her first swipe, the hag deftly dodges out of the way, but the second one connects, gashing, putting a gash on her cheek, just it opens up and the blood just starts pouring out,
Oozing out of her.
just oozing out.
That's what she did.
I would die if I played that, D. Does Tabitha do anything else?
She does not.
She does not. Stater is dead, so he is out. So it immediately becomes Armin's turn again.
Cool. I always wanted it to be my turn again. We've got two of these bastards still alive. I don't
Yep,
think
two of them.
No one has taken any serious hits, right?
No.
All right.
As far as it looks, Tabitha took the brunt of probably the most powerful attack of the combat so far, which was that lightning bolt.
Right, and she's been
Which-
kind of healed up a little bit.
Yeah, she's been, yeah.
The hag that Peyton can't seem to get a hit on, I'm going to hit
Sure.
it with a Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame. A DC of 17. The hag holds her arms up as she tries to, thinking that's going to do something, but the sacred flame just washes over her body. The white hot flame just starts singeing the hairs and the clothing on the hag's body as she yells out a scream. The fires clear out, and she's not looking too hot.
You mean she's looking real hot?
She's
'Cause I
looking
just lit her
very
ass
hot.
on fire.
She is on fire.
Do you do anything else?
That's me.
That's you. All right. Hafen, what you got?
I'm gonna follow up with some more fire. Same hag.
Fire seems to be the thing on these guys, huh?
Dropping them like
which
they're
hag?
hot.
Which hag are you hitting?
The one that east of Armin just hit.
Okay, so As soon as the white hot flames wash free of the hag, a second torrential wave just washes over the hag as her body blackens and falls to the ground. Dead.
Only one more left, guys.
I laugh maniacally back at the hag.
Sir Eastaval.
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses. 1, 2.
That looks like 2 misses. Oh wait, no, 1 miss.
No, the first
Flanking.
one.
Flanking, right? Do we have flanking?
No, you don't have
Fuck. Well,
No.
alright. 22 then. Still a pretty solid hit.
22 damage. So you connect your flaming warhammer against the last remaining hag, who is just her maniacal cackling has just increased tenfold since her other sister has fallen. She seems pretty battered, pretty bruised, but she is still ever standing.
God damn it.
It is now the hag's turn. The hag turns to Sir Eastaval and casts Vicious Mockery. Is that all you've got? You're nothing but a little weasel. And give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's backpedal on that. I had disadvantage.
No, it's too late.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, too late.
Hey, sure.
He's okay with that.
A 14, 15?
You flex your muscles as the insult just bounces off your chest, and you just kind of gruff back at her.
What now, bitch?
What now? Yolanda,
Yes.
Finish this bitch off.
you see, looks very hurt, looks very staggered, just standing.
I think I'm gonna try and shocking grasp her. I'm just gonna grab her and electrocute her for my last move.
I think Scott has died.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think we lost him.
I thought that was an audio effect he did. He said... Oh, it wasn't. How about that?
Also, posting in general, but I've been playing this in the background, and it makes good background music.
Ah, sweet.
Been playing Baby Watch in the background. The sound of him ripping things apart is great background.
It's supposed to be.
I need Scott to fix himself so that I can kill her and.
He gone.
DM down.
Man, we
Everybody,
really kicked it.
ransack the
We
place.
really killed the hag.
They died so hard, he was disconnected.
So it looks like he might be coming online.
All right, I think I'm back.
Alright.
All right, so the last thing I heard was me asking, "What do you do, Yolanda?"
Oh, I was saying I was going to electrocute her.
In a shocking grasp.
Yeah.
Did you roll that? Did you actually roll that yet?
I
don't
haven't
see it in
rolled
my
it yet,
chat.
no.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Why?
Is that good?
Yolanda reaches forward. Yolanda reaches forward with a shocking grasp. Yolanda, what do you do? Actually, yeah. That's a crit.
Yeah. So I grab her by both shoulders, look her straight in the eye, and say, "Get crisp, bitch."
her body just ignites with electricity as it just chars over.
Do we get like one of those cartoonishly, like where we just see the bones?
You just see as the body is flashing black and yellow, you just see the skeleton on the inside just kind of flashing, just kind of. And as Yolanda releases, the body just crumples to the ground in a charred mess, dead. Combat has ended.
And you know, you guys, I think this is a good way for me to work out these like killing urges.
That you have in real life.
As the last foe in combat has fallen, a soft light envelops Yolanda, and she feels a touch more cleansed from it.
Ah.
Damn, I got to kill things and get better.
Are we gonna?
The rest of the party sees the kind of the soft light envelop her.
That is what's known in the biz as a win-win.
Well, admittedly, I was pretty violent before I went evil. And with that, I got to go to work.
I've got to go clean the house.
All right. Well, I was going to end on one thing after this. So, combat has ended. Everything's defeated. Would you like to continue your long rest?
Yes, and I'd like to swap spells during my long rest.
Okay, you can do that after the session is over. But,
Yes.
Edwin shuffles the party north as he says, hey, let's keep going this way.
I do have a thing, actually.
What's up?
As I swap my spells, I have a spell called Ceremony,
Okay.
which lets me fix people's alignment.
What?
That sounds like a meta thing to me.
We know she's evil.
He does know by this point.
Okay, fair enough. Do you want to do something about this?
Like
it's
I feel like
it's-
that is more of a Danielle question. Like, do you want me to fix your character, or would you like
okay, so does this require the target to be willing?
It requires, I think, the target to be willing, and I have to do a DC 20 or a DC something check.
So we can end on this check.
But is that something you would want me to do, or would you like to continue your path to
Okay.
doing it?
This is totally on Yolanda.
The way I'm going to decide this is, because I'd say I'm about halfway now, I'm going to roll a D100. If it's above 50, yes, I want to be fixed. If it's below 50, then maybe the fuck I will. Yes, fix me, please.
Okay, it requires me to perform a special religious ceremony that is infused with magic, and this is what has to happen.
Yeah, give me that spell card.
I haven't swapped out my spells yet. That's why it's...
We'll say that in the you can do it on your end, but for purposes of story flow, you've done it.
Right. And
But you perform, when you cast a spell, choose following rites, a target, continue for your view, atonement. You make a DC 20. On a successful check, you restore the target to its original alignment. Well, what's the check? Is that my choice?
No, it's a DC 20.
That's going to be
I
hard.
have to do a DC 20 insight check.
Oh, you have to hit a 20.
Yes.
Okay.
We can try it every day until I get fixed.
Sure. Until you get fixed, or until you do enough that you just shift all the way back. So,
Yeah.
All right, roll your DC.
Okay. Go insight. Nope.
Ooh,
Oh.
Close.
so close.
There goes that spell slot.
It's okay.
It's on.
It was worth a shot.
By the
Nice.
way, it's only a level 1 spell slot. I can do this all night.
Mm.
Alright.
Actually, we could do this 5 more times.
If Yolanda, I would assume that she would kind of. Would you say that the 90 you would let Armin keep doing it until he couldn't do it anymore?
I don't
I'd
think
say I'd
that's
let him do it a
interesting.
couple of times.
I don't think that's
If-
interesting, though.
That's up to you. So Edwin is getting a little antsy. He says, "Just up here. This is where we saw him last, and we'll end. We'll end there. I promise."
Okay.
So
Let's just end it there after the first ceremony, then.
yeah. So Edwin shuffles everybody north to off the north end of the map. He's like, "Up here, just up here. I promise. This is where I saw him
I
last.
swear to God.
This is where I saw the changeling last. There's a ruined keep up here. This is where we last saw him. Entering here." And that's it.
All right, cool.
You have made it. You have made it through the forest. You are at a potentially ruined keep. This is where Edwin says that he last saw the changeling head in this direction. So next session, you get to find out.
Sounds good.
Sounds
Gonna
good.
burn him
I
alive.
like it.
All right.
You successfully made it through the forest.
We did it.
You got to. How many of those forest maps did you get to use?
I got hundreds. I got hundreds
That's
more.
'cause that's all they fucking make is forest and road maps.
It's true.
It's like, and for every one you have 4 because you rotate it in 4 different ways.
That's true. But yeah, all right. So you're in front of a keep. You see two giant wooden doors right in front of you. So you get to explore a keep next session. So
I like it.
Excellent.
hooray!
So after we fought that satyr, did we complete a long rest?
Yeah, you guys went ahead and finished the long
Okay.
rest. So
right.
everything was refreshed. Sean did his insight check thing, and then Edwin
Okay.
kind of forcefully was just like, "Hey guys, over here, fucking seriously,
Okay.
before anything else attacks us, here."
Okay. All right. Cool.
Did we find anything from the satyrs real quick?
No,
For the satyr and the hag? We didn't get his pipe?
I still have his pipes.
Armin still has the pipe,
Sweet.
bone pipe. So that's about all you got. The hags, basically just rags.
Playing the bone flute. Got it.
I think we use that bone flute as like a pseudo magic item to give to the Hunters Guild.
If we
Yeah.
ever find a bard, probably do something. with
Right?
God, that is
Yeah.
some dark bard magic coming out of a satyr flute.
That would be awesome.
All right, and that's a wrap for the session for the night. So I know Dean has to run off to work. That's why I was just trying to
I got to clean too.
get you guys here.
Cool.
So
Got lots of cleaning to do.
it.
All right.
Next week.
until
See
next
y'all
week.
later.
Bye bye, internet.